So, a very exciting night of boxing. Canelo back to his best. A fairly comfortable performance against Munguia, but credit to Munguia, he put Charlo's performance to shame. Where Charlo just came and acted a bit scared. Didn't really want to trade with Canelo. Although Canelo won fairly comfortably in the end, credit to Munguia. He did put it on Canelo at times. He went there to fight. He didn't go there to survive. He put it on Canelo, but Canelo just a little bit too good. Munguia was maybe up on points until the fourth round, where Canelo dropped him, and Canelo kind of just took charge. What do I take from that fight? I mean, just a reminder as to, it's crazy how good Canelo's chin is, right? His neck must be so strong, You see him take punches, and it's like it's nothing. He can just take so many punches, and I remember John Ryder saying after he lost to Canelo, he said his punches, they're like concussive. They're not necessarily, well, he has got that knockout power. We saw it with Amir Khan, he can hit you with one shot and go down. Although Amir Khan has a little bit of a weak jaw, weak chin. He'll just hit you and it's like you're being concussed. So yeah, Canelo, what a chin, what a fighter. I remember what Ryder also said, like, you kind of know his punches are coming, but you just can't stop them, He hit him with that left to set up the uppercut, and it's like, you kind of know it's coming, but you just can't stop it, Canelo's just too good. For me, I'm a huge Canelo fan. Everyone says he's ducking Benavidez, but, Benavidez is moving up to light heavyweight. I'm not sure if that's because he couldn't get the Canelo fight, but, surely you'd stay at super middleweight if you really wanted that Canelo fight. So, for me, I'm not sure as to how much he's really ducking Benavidez, because Benavidez has moved up. And Munguia was a tough opponent. Like, he went to war with Derevyanchenko and won. He beat John Ryder. I like Munguia. And Munguia did himself proud, As De La Hoya said, there's no shame in losing to the face of boxing. Even though, Canelo and De La Hoya did have a lot of beef beforehand, which is quite funny. I thought Canelo was going to knock him out. And obviously we learned that Ryan Garcia, he got caught cheating. He got a drug test like right before the fight, then right after the fight, which obviously they don't get the results in time to, be able to stop the fight, because obviously it's like literally right before they fight. He got done for a substance that people take it so that you don't lose muscle when you're cutting down on weight. It's a bit of a weird situation because he didn't cut down on weight, did he? So like, why is he taking the supplement? I mean, he said after like the fake weigh-in that he tried to cut weight and couldn't do it. That was what he initially said. But then after, he started tweeting things like, "Oh, Floyd told me to miss the weight on purpose." So confusing, difficult to know if he missed the weight on purpose or not. And I mean, you got to feel bad for Devin Haney, right? He lost to a guy who was 3 pounds heavier than him, probably plus whatever weight he put on after the weigh-in, and was doping, intentionally or not. Doesn't matter if it was intentional or not, because end of the day, right, this illegal substance is still in your body, giving you an unfair advantage, As I said, the drug he got caught doing, it helps keep the muscle as you're cutting down on weight. And it's banned, whether or not he took it intentionally or not, whether it was some sort of dodgy supplement or eggs, like what Conor Ben said happened to him. The substance is banned. He had an unfair advantage. And Devin Haney, he wants a no contest, which I think is fair. Like, I thought the fight was close anyway. Maybe I think it could have been a draw if you score it round by round. Obviously, Haney kind of had to take the fight because he would look like a coward, I think, if he didn't take the fight, even though Garcia was a bit heavier. It's a disappointing night for boxing, really. It kind of taints the sport, when you hear about all these people who get caught doping. Again, it's difficult because it's like, are all these people getting caught doping because, these substances are in, like, these foods, these protein powders, these supplements, these high-level athletes are taking, or are people doping? Like, Canelo's been caught for it, White's been caught for it, now Garcia's been done for it, Conor Ben got done for it, Kalanius got done for it. It's like, it's not a good look on the sport, is it? Is there a conspiracy? Interestingly, with the Conor Ben, Chris Eubank situation, Chris Eubank came out on a podcast claiming that he got the fight called off and that he spoke to the boss of boxing to, get the fight called off because he was concerned about Chris Eubank having dropped so much weight and being vulnerable in the fight. I don't know, it's difficult to know if there's a conspiracy. Chris Eubank says guilty people hide away, when Dillian White got done for it, he went into the shadows, he didn't say anything. He just disappeared because he was like, yeah, being caught here, I'm just going to keep quiet and let it blow over. Whereas innocent people tend to speak the truth, Conor Ben went on to the Piers Morgan and Garcia's tweeting out everything. So it's possible he's innocent. Is he being framed? Seems a bit extreme. Maybe it got into his system unintentionally. I could believe that. But end of the day, it was in his system as he fought, and that's an unfair advantage. And yeah, Devin Haney can feel hard done by. And if they get a no contest, it would be a good result for a rematch. But personally, I don't want to see a rematch. I think Garcia is too big for Haney. They do have a rematch. I want to see it at welterweight. I want to see it at 140. I think they can both get up there. I think going that low helps. So I think maybe seeing at 140 could be a good shout. I think Tank's too small for Garcia. Maybe he would fight Haney. And back to Canelo Munguia. I think the fight everyone wants to see Canelo is obviously Benavidez. Would he come down from light heavyweight? I think Canelo would have a good chance of beating him if he did, because losing the weight would be really difficult and it would affect your punch resistance. So I think maybe Canelo's just waiting for the right moment to fight Benavidez. I don't think it's fair to say he is a dog, because he takes hard fights. Even though he lost, he was willing to fight Mayweather and Bivol. There's a whole list of champions, he's fought. Amir Khan, Golovkin. My mind's gone blank, but I'll put a few more on the screen. I'm not really sure where Munguia goes next. I don't think he would move. I don't know if he'd move weight. Would he change weight categories? I don't know. Maybe he can get down to middleweight. He doesn't look quite big enough for light heavyweight. So I'm not sure about, Munguia. Maybe he could fight Belanga, who Canelo was rumoured to face. That could be a good fight. But I guess, he'll take some time to recover. And we'll see what happens then. Obviously, we found out this week that unfortunately Beterbiev Bivol has been postponed because I believe Beterbiev has an injury, so that's disappointing. And then obviously Inoue is fighting very soon, and Fury Usyk is getting closer, which is very, very exciting. As I said, I think Usyk wins on points, but can't write off Tyson Fury. Will he be too big for Usyk? I guess only time will tell. Well, that was today's video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.